Resurgence for the PS4. I'm doing more than telling a friend. Playing it. So master volume. For now, I'll keep that up there. Brightness. These are turn motion blur off. Turn subtitles on. Choices. Oh, is there a website? Yeah, by doing a 0. Okay. Dynamic labs, by the way, people, it's people that worked at Telltale, they formed their own studio and created Dynamic Labs, which they still have. It looks like a Telltale game. There's a reason.
Captain's log, stardate 57931.4. Crew is restless. After spending too many months piecing our ship back together, finally about to venture out on a new mission. And the crew isn't letting this unprecedented ice storm slow them out. They're ready for something different. And I know I am. Fortunately, nothing ever stays the same. It's entropy, the nature of the universe. Change is inevitable. And while entropy says order gives way to chaos, in this case, change is good.
Nice big subtitles to the light decks. Older player and a love when you could read.
Our new first officer is en route to the Resolute. Jar right in. No, shipwreck. Welcome those new blood to the crew. Thanks.
No problem. I'm not great with flying. But these little shuttles are the worst.
You don't like flying. Yeah. You joined Starfleet.
There's a reason I'm not a pilot.
You should try it sometime.
I really like that. Oh, lag.
Sorry, I'm a little anxious.
I hadn't noticed.
I'm on my way to my first assignment. When we get to the starbase, I'm transferring on to the Resolute.
So am I.
It won't be easy.
Looks like a Centaur class.
She's half the officer I knew she could become when she was a dead at Starfleet Academy. She'll be the ex-soldier ship needs right now.
So I figured out one see flying under up against that class too. Looks like a killer possible. That one. No, it's like the equal ones. Looking at it. Let's turn over the name to the class. For this one from the low screen. Here, yeah, I heard some about when it was on, or when a guy watched. He was on the computer. It took 24 minutes to load, I guess. Insakawa was grateful for Jara's sense of humor when he was nervous on the shuttle flight. So basically, I'll explain the game now. The game. It's was said always after the movies, that time period, Star Trek, TNG, all them. Yeah, it takes place after movies. There are two big characters in the game. One voice actor, the other one no longer with us, so we couldn't do it, but you won't get there all, understand why it's hard to tell. But basically, you control two characters. One's a senior officer, the XO commander, right? And then you got Carter, who is actually enlisted personnel. So it's going to be a lower decks and command type game. But man, it looks so amazing. Okay, so you could look. Oh, door's closed. But you could, this reminds me of being, look at this view. Oh, okay, let's interact. Might turn the music down a little bit, it's a little overpowering. Turn this down a little bit. I love the stir music, it's hard to do it, but it's a little overwhelming. So this is security, I take it.
Commander? I'm not usually such a nervous wreck, by the way.
Colors I think are wrong on the pip.
Oh, yeah?
They should have like a silvery middle part.
Sounds familiar.
It's a tactical simulator that makes the Kobayashi Maru look like a picnic on Guitars 5. Anyway, I finished in the top 20. Not just in my class.
So,
I mean, all time in the history of the Academy. So, there's that.
Really? That's quite impressive.
Thank you.
why are you boasting?
It was tough. But I set my mind to it and it paid off.
Probably feels he's looked a little weaker to sex, so.
Please place your hand here. Hold it there for a few seconds.
Okay. You also does rain, that's the reason for it.
Welcome, Commander Rydek. Wait, you're Jara Rydek? You absolutely crushed the Torvalin test. You finished in what, like the top 3?
Yeah, it's a little more impressive than top 20.
Really? It's an honor
Put
to
in
meet you, Commander.
open mouth and surfboard here.
I didn't realize before. I just came off the shuttle and was glad to be on solid ground.
The pleasure's mine. Ensign
Paul Calloway.
Good to meet you.
I believe Commander Ermont is expecting you. He's in the concourse just ahead.
Come on.
See you on the Resolute.
Sounds like a ballroom. So, I kind of read what it said there about her, don't pop up now. She's this is an interesting species. She's hard to get her to, she's a little camera, so it's hard to get an LCAR screen. So this is our ship. Can't really read it too much. It says undergoing some repairs. Oh, Photon forward torpedo launcher needs good day. It's only at 35%. I guess they don't think our weapon systems are that big because the phaser is also at lower range. It's interesting. When he ship at Dockers, the only one that matters. Obviously matters. Because of what is our ship. Of course, the Starbase as well. So Urbot, to me, that sounds Boolean.
If I remember my briefing, Commander Ermont is a Boolean, so I'm looking for someone with blue skin.
It's a little more than that. I mean, Andorians, for instance, have blue skin. Okay, there's a conversation over here.
Excuse me, have you seen a Boolean around here? Yes, sir. Right back there, near the replicator.
Oh, that's a brain.
There he is. Thank you. Happy to help, Commander.
You look like an Orion. I don't know who the hell is that with red. That's a very interesting color. I see.
I'll replicate myself a meal once I'm on board. Excuse me.
They take it out?
You're the Resolute new first officer?
Someone from the crew got promoted?
No, get this. They're from a different ship.
Oof, wonder how the crew feel about that.
That makes them look desperate. Is their crew that bad?
Yeah, not a good look.
Yeah, I agree. Bring someone in from off ship.
You're going to the Resolute too?
Yeah. Not the ship I was hoping for.
Why's that?
What, you haven't heard? Some kind of accident. Their warp core overloaded.
Oh, whoa. That's a big deal.
It's been 6 months fixing it up.
Was it the captain's fault?
That's the rumor. Yeah.
So, maybe not the best ship to be coming in here. This looks like a replicator. Obviously, kind of like a rough one, looks like. It's the entertainment and stuff. Irma, it's like close to the doctor's name. Or not Dr. Barber's name on Dinner Bros.
Operations officer on the Resolute.
Remember, that was this mod.
I hope there wasn't
Could be the same group.
This storm isn't making anything easy for us right now. I know conditions are less than ideal at the moment.
It was perfectly fine. No trouble at all.
I'm glad to hear it. We're grateful you were able to come fill our first officer vacancy at such short notice. From everything I've read and everything I've heard...
No, though, it's interesting because he's a commander.
Coming from a premier starship and all. To our local research vessel.
What exactly have you heard about me?
First in your class at the Academy. Received the Starfleet Award of Valor during the Dominion War. Most recently, Tactical Officer and Chief of Security on the USS Endeavor.
You've done your homework.
Come
Like I
from
said, we're very lucky.
So what could the Endeavor, that's a pretty big ship they're coming from to be going to the Centaur
The
class.
USS Resolute. She may not look like much compared to the bigger ships, but as far as science vessels go, she can more than hold her own.
Reminds me of the Reliant
So
a
bad
little
since
bit.
6 months ago, she was nearly cracked in half, venting plasma fighting for her life.
It was an accident?
The equipment malfunction. An accident suggests fault, but no one's to blame. It was a planned test, but the warp core was pushed beyond its limits. It destabilized the dilithium, there was a runaway reaction, and the warp bubble deformed. We thought we could reach a higher resonant frequency, but it was more than she could handle. Cost us our first officer and 22 of our crew. At the end of the day, we're all responsible for each other.
I can't even begin to imagine what that must have been like for you. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you. It does weigh heavy. There are some things you can't forget.
Did you lose anyone close to you?
Too many. And to that I'll just say, you have big shoes to fill. Listen, I realize you've known
So he's got yellow, that would be operations, and red, of course, is command.
But I should warn you that when the captain announced he would be the new first officer, there were those who felt it was a mistake, that he should have promoted from within. So you might want to tread lightly first. Until they come to value your contributions as much as he does.
Thank you. Always good to have a sense for what you're walking into.
I just thought you ought to know.
I appreciate it.
Starfleet is assigned as a high priority mission to the Hotari region.
Oh,
I'll let the captain bring you on board.
got a grunt thing, so he liked it.
Will we be mission ready in time?
We have every intention. The crew has been working around the clock to get the ship ready. There's still so much to do.
Yeah, and if you have commanders on ship, it's weird to be promoting outside of the ship, and this would be Carter. So, Jar made a good first impression of Commander Ermot, coming off as inquisitive and appreciative while showing empathy for what the crew of the Resolute suffered. Oh, that thing is cruel.
Stuck. Just a thing.
Find a plasma torch. Now I'm being a jar here. I already know what one it is. Let's look for our choices here. We have. It's this one to the right. This is, you know, over here on the bottom. Interface a coil spanner, a hyper spanner, ODN recoupler, and of course the plasma torch. Again, he's lower deck. Little, you can tell by his collar there, he's enlisted, not an officer.
Is that?
Kind of like Chief O'Brien. The exemplist and lower decks. Nice. It actually was one of my favorite episodes of TNG.
I thought the thing was totally fried.
Or the said what's her name? Or did you? Kardashian.
Nice work, Carter.
Fake, you know, it says she did, but capture it.
And not a moment too soon. The boss wants it done in engineering. Like now.
Yeah, well, boss can wait. I wanna look around.
Everything okay? I dropped a non-ferrous connector between the coils. After a move of you to find it, and then... Whew, an hour recalibrating. Ouch. I'll leave you to it.
Nothing good. What's the name of this shadowing on? The Tarmagal. Interesting name.
Come on!
Yeah, you're in a hurry. Don't get I know. My boss home here. Not a boss. The bathroom.
Carter Kiev,
whatever your name, the poles are. Okay, let me see.
Hey Diaz, have you seen a hyperspanner around here?
Yeah, actually, I sent one of them with the shuttle I was working on.
I'll let you know.
So she lost a hyperspanner to Melville. We just happen to know there was a, what the hell is the tools?
Time's wasted.
Erosion in there was pretty extreme. Nothing I couldn't handle, though.
What were we working on? Oh, I know where to go. It looks like it should be right there. And the tools ain't here. I would like to help her, but I don't think I can. That's for hyperspanner. I knew where one was up, but they don't seem to be here now. It should have been right in here. That's where we were working on. So I can't get rid of the hyperspanner. I'm sorry. Oh wait, it's over here. No wonder.
That's not where that goes. Maybe we can figure out where you're supposed to be.
We know where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be with that mechanic. Wait, what's that? Oh, wait, it was you. That's right.
Oh, hey, there it is. You're a lifesaver, Diaz.
Technically, I want to be a mechanic.
But I try.
I mean, science, obviously, for blue, that would be science. But they're engineers, not mechanics. I don't want to go too hurry yet. I'm trying to see if anyone else needs help before I go down. Also disinspecting. Transporter.
Hey Diaz, can you give us some help with the transporter?
Sure.
What's the problem? We need to test this cargo transporter. I've never been that great with the signal plotting. I got it. No problem.
Okay. Select waypoints to create a path through the ionic interference. The line connecting the points will lose stability but passes through the interference. The yellow bar indicates the stability of the path. When full, you will use the right to aim and hold R2 to select the desired waypoints. Okay. So let's see. This one needs to probably go up. And then this one, maybe down? Maybe it's too far down. I think this one needs to come up a little bit. Like that.
No sweat.
This cargo transporter. Oh, crap. Cargo transporters ain't the best for transporting humans. Luckily, we're just transporting the other one.
Don't tell Chobak. Not a word.
Shove sounds like a Vulcan. Okay, buddy. Okay, I almost there. Hey, dude, what up?
These are heavier than they look. Makes more sense in 0G. You're welcome.
This is like his job for the shovel.
So clean I can see myself. Did you know what? Not half bad.
What do we get? Which way are you going? That way I'll go this way.
Don't let LT catch you blocking the corridors like this. We'll clear it out once we finish the delicate work.
LT, Lieutenant, of course.
Gives you access to the tubes behind cargo storage all the way to the turbo lift.
Not after the retrofit. Bulkhead
Jeffrey's tube.
New computer reroutes.
So then...
I'm thinking we'll have to do the work in that tube, then take the turbo lift from section 2 to section 3.
Wait, there's a subfloor crossover around junction 32E.
What do you have against using the turbo lift?
Nothing, I just like being in the tubes. It's my domain.
Boy, obviously he's not Dale Cars. Nice. God, I'm such a nerd. I'm a huge trucker. I mean, I'm not as big a fan of Stranger Worlds. I've liked most of them. That one I just haven't got into. But for Card, I think my favorite season was season 2.
Something good. I can never tell with him. I'd rather not end up degousing plasma manifolds. Hanging upside down makes me queasy.
You and me work together. We can tackle anything he throws at us.
Your optimism is positively contagious. Looks like we got here before.
Commander Chobak.
We were just looking for you, Commander.
Petty Officers Ed Solar.
This voice is familiar.
I was beginning to think you would be late.
This is on Star Trek Online. I think I played a Vulcan there too. That's the EMH one they used to encounter.
A point I have been forced to make to Petty Officer Ed Solar on repeated occasions. So you're saying we're irreplaceable, Commander? That is one interpretation. Another would be that I would replace you if I could. You can interpret as you see fit.
Did you just Oh, that was a negative. Ooh, that was bad. That was very bad.
Equip yourselves in EV suits to work on the exterior of the hull. I need you to tune the structural integrity field for optimal performance. The subspace distortions and ionic interference we are experiencing are preventing the proper
trying to make a joke.
This ship must be ready to depart shortly, despite the storm.
For Vulcan,
The precise nature of these disturbances are not fully understood. But many systems have been affected by the wide band of emissive activity. Whatever it throws at us, we'll be ready. We've got the best chief engineer in the fleet. I am a Vulcan, Mr. Diaz. Flattery is not necessary. All that I require is that you do your job. Right now, that entails critical preparations, because long-range sensors show that these disturbances will be more severe at our destination, the Hotari system. You have your orders. Do not delay.
Yes, Mr. Chobak.
Okay, is Chobak?
All hands on deck.
Let's go to Carter. First show found Carter to be cheeky and cavalier when he was Etzelar. We're almost late in main engineer, and Etzelar is true. Tell about the
All
Martians.
hands on deck. That's what Chobak said. You know what that means? It means the ship isn't ready to go out, and the brass know it. So they're throwing every warm body at it. And they're going to leave on schedule.
It all comes down to us, Nelly. We're the ones who will get it ready.
I know what we can do. But this isn't just any old refit or any old remodel.
Excuse me.
This is not Callaway.
A lot of new faces coming on board. It's gotta be tough coming as a replacement. That's for sure.
They seem alright.
something that happened 6 months ago while they were off on another ship, well, that's nothing to hold against them.
Yeah, you're right. I guess getting a little new blood on board doesn't hurt.
Some of them don't get on the decks.
Hold on. So there's an old face I didn't expect to see again. Hey, Miranda!
You weren't gonna leave without me, were you? Miranda, you're here?
We thought you were staying on the Adirondack.
Transfer came in at the last minute, so I figured I'd slum it on this bucket of bolts. Looks like you got it back together pretty nicely. I wasn't sure what to expect. I'm gonna take the high road here, pretend you didn't say that, and welcome you aboard.
He's a better diplomat than I am.
He still owes me a bottle of Story and brandy.
Oh, she liked us.
Don't think I forgot. Oh yeah, it's coming back to me now.
Maybe Carter can rustle up that bottle and we can give you a proper welcome. As soon as we wrap up this quick little spacewalk.
Here, let me help you. Thanks.
So what's the word? Are you back in the security rotation?
Yep. Still running with the usual suspects. Whoa.
Yellow shirts.
Good to go.
Fellas being tossed and wearing red. These are your security. Okay, was expected to be blue on them. This is their fault. Couldn't think about it. So curious. Miranda felt encouraged by Carter's warm reception when she first arrived aboard the Resolute. I would hope there might be some chemistry between. Oh, a little romance. There you go, Carter. Get your home. Oh, I ain't going out there. Crazy. There's another interesting ship right there.
Have you never get old?
Let's go.
So, what I understand, the only time it says is at the start of a chapter when it gives you the name. That's when it saves. Take this to the right. Right now.
Captain Solano should be here momentarily.
Truck it ain't a blue. Right now, there's.
You'll have to forgive me, I don't know much about Kobliads. But my understanding is you need a steady supply of duridium to keep your cell structure stabilized when bad things start to happen. And we have plenty of duridium in sickbay, so there's no risk of running out.
Thank you.
Feel free to make yourself at home. And help yourself to whatever you like from the replicator.
I'll try to do that. Yeah, it's gotta be the right one. They said anything more from the replicator?
Just a sip of something. Rappuccino.
Shows no hot tea or Earl Grey. Hot.
That sure has a kick.
Jara Ryder. Last time I saw you, it was graduation from the academy.
You'd already secured one of the most prestigious assignments possible. And you were burning with enough ambition to fuel 7 trips around the Necrid Expanse.
It's
It's good to see you again, Captain.
I could not be happier to have you on the Resolute. The only regret is we couldn't provide you with a warmer welcome. The arrival of the first officer to her new ship deserves a bit of fanfare.
That would be totally unnecessary. I don't need any pomp and circumstance.
You've been here all of 5 minutes, and already you're trying to make us more efficient. I like it. As I'm sure you've heard, we've had a rough go of it these last 6 months. The ship suffered some damage, but not nearly as much as the crew.
I assume you mean the accident.
That's right. The tragic accident, really. We were on the verge of a major scientific breakthrough. A quantum leap forward in warp core technology. 10,000 teradynes per second. The ability to travel at a sustained rate of speed longer and faster than we ever dreamed. What would have been the crowning achievement of my career? Right there. Within our grasp. Until it all went so horribly wrong. We pushed her too hard, and a warp core malfunction overloaded the system, creating a pressure gradient way beyond what the ship can handle. It was heartbreaking. We lost some of our best people. As captain, I have to take full responsibility. It was my decision to make, and I have to live with the consequences.
You're being too hard on yourself. It wasn't your fault.
It's not a question of blame. It's about responsibility. No matter what the circumstances. In my defense, I will say, I might have avoided the whole ordeal if my senior staff had been willing to trust me. There was a lot of pushback from my former XO. I think that cost me his confidence. I don't want you to pull any punches. Certainly not on my account. Once we decide on the course of action, I need everyone to fully commit to the mission. Anything short of that just won't work. And that's when things start to go sideways.
Whether I agree or disagree, I can promise that I'll be honest to a fault.
Good. That's exactly what I'm looking for. But at the end of the day, it has to be my call. Look, I'll be blunt. We can't afford another mistake. Or at least I can't. I feel like my career is hanging in the balance here. We need a win. Something to restore the crew's confidence.
I understand.
On a more positive note, Starfleet has tasked us with what they're calling a mission of the highest priority. Escorting a senior diplomat to Atari space. Two previously peaceful and otherwise non-aggressive civilizations now find themselves on the brink of all-out war.
So it's a peacekeeping mission.
I see it as a golden opportunity to not only prove what the Resolute and her crew are truly capable of, but also a mission for which we're uniquely qualified. This ionic storm. Our long-range sensors suggested several orders of magnitude stronger than anything on record. A total anomaly like nothing we've seen before. You'll never guess where it leads.
Atari.
Exactly. Very nearly in the precise location where we're headed. Where I imagined the interference will be exponentially greater. But the diplomat will brief us on the details of the rendezvous.
So basically, we're being sent into the eye of a storm, more powerful than anything on record.
Well, yes. But we're taking every precaution. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. I expect we'll have some rough sledding when we arrive, so I need you to prepare the crew for the worst. There's just one more thing I want to clarify up front. The metric that for me will be the ultimate measure of your success.
What is it?
If after serving as my first officer, you don't one day find yourself with a ship of your own, then I will consider it my personal failure. When that might happen, it's entirely up to you. But it goes without saying, you have my full support.
It's been a dream of mine since before I can remember. So I would be honored to become a captain someday.
As long as you're willing to do the work, you have my promise. I'll do everything in my power to see that it happens.
Thank you.
Come.
Oh, he
Let me
liked
introduce you to the crew.
Hold on. Captain Solano. Assured by Jarrus. Minus the leadership potential after the first meeting. Okay, cool. So, looks like could be the Lufthansa. It's right color. Okay, Starfleet Academy must be his graduation. Some space for all. Oh, those are coins or ships. This is so cool. Oh, there's a view screen. More like rock, books and stuff. You can't. You had a choice. That train right there, you could have selected earlier. Yes, I'll watch one fly. A globe. Statue. I think we're going to the bridge. I don't know where we're going, but... Okay, he went for that door. I'm just curious. I doubt we can go in there, but you might be able to go in for a different one. Oh, you can. That's interesting. That should have went to the bridge as well. There's multiple.
Everyone, if I could have your attention for a moment. I'd like to introduce Commander Jara Rydek, our new first officer. Some quick introductions. This is Lieutenant Handar, our helmsman, one of the best in the business.
That's a good Bajoran.
Well, what he lacks in humility,
Yeah,
more than makes
Bajoran.
up for in ability.
A pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Likewise.
Next, we have Commander Westbrook, our Chief Science Officer.
Our full
Come to rely on
commander.
his expert counsel on a regular basis.
Pleasure.
Commander Rydek,
It is such an honor to meet you.
This is our tactical officer, Lieutenant Bedrosian, who's been looking forward to meeting you for about as long as I can remember.
I've been following your career for quite some time, and I look forward to learning as much as I can from you. If anything, the honor is mine. Well, I have to admit, one of the reasons I followed your career is because you're part Kobliad, because of what you've overcome.
Part.
Starfleet stands up for people who can't defend themselves.
That's just part of him, so.
One of those people once.
You gotta read that screen
But
if it says that.
you've done so much to protect others who need it. I really admire that. So, you've been something of an inspiration to me. Not that I've done anything close to what you've done. You really do know a thing or two about me. I'm glad I could inspire you, but it's important to chart your own path. Thanks. You can count on it.
And then, of course, you've already met Commander Armand. Please do everything
Then not
you
just,
can
there
to
were
make Rydek feel at home.
a couple.
I'll be on the starbase. I have an urgent
He
meeting
didn't
with the Starbase
introduce
commanders to get our
to us.
authorization to get underway. If they drag your feet any longer, we won't make our rendezvous.
So it's like these people you're introduced to are the ones
Is yours.
kind of like if you were on the Enterprise, using an example, the ones that you would matter, or I shouldn't say matter, but the ones that would be the main cast.
Staffing, supplies. There's a lot to keep track of on a starship. Good thing we have Commander Armand.
Okay, again, operations manager, kind of like Data. And this is our helmsman.
The helm. The Resolute is a refitted Centaur class, meaning it's capable of quick maneuvers. Can't wait to see what you can do.
This I would take would be navigation. I'm not sure, because we weren't introduced to him. So they might be. Ah, there's probably a reason. Looks like they're an ensign. Obviously, they want to be at the same. They want to be in command. Up at their upper officers, senior.
Might explain Commander Westbrook's attitude. I'll have to speak with him later.
Of course, the Enterprise had one thing interesting, if you knew. When we first TNG first began, because Worf and Tasha was an interesting because they ran it together.
Hopefully, a diplomatic mission won't require we use our weapons much. But if it comes to that, we'll be ready.
Because kind of there's two, but then Worf, once Tasha was killed, of course, took over by himself. So that you could tell it wasn't really necessary to have two.
Communications keeps us in contact internally and with other vessels.
Okay, changes. So I take it this is the R seat.
The first officer seat. My seat. Right now, though, I need to fill in for Captain Solano.
Then there's this thing right here. Tactical holo.
Tactical holo dais. Just like they've got on the Excelsior.
That's something new. I'm just familiar with that.
Commander, Chief Engineer Chovak needs to lower the structural integrity field. He's sent a crew out to recalibrate the emitters in response to the danger posed by the storm. We just need your go-ahead.
Mission granted.
Lowering structural
Make it so.
integrity field now.
Entering maintenance mode. Condition blue.
That's good fun. It's a more vulnerable at So nothing new. Let's no. Okay.
Great. Let's get to that emitter. Every time we're out here, I expect to see her in peace again.
She's still got some scars on her. It adds character.
When I joined Starfleet, all I wanted was ride out of town. But this isn't exactly how I pictured it.
Outside of the ship?
No. Sometimes it feels like we're just part of machinery. Don't you want more than that? I mean, Starfleet is noble and all, but it's still a machine.
Yeah. Of course I do. Starfleet's an open door. We just have to walk through it. You wanted to get away.
Oh, she liked that.
I enlisted because I didn't want to wait years just to get out and see the galaxy.
They have a list that also go for the academy, so it's not. I think it's like a 2-year course over 4 years.
That's all I'll ever be.
Trying to remember, it's still the Academy RPG.
Yes, Commander Chovak. We are at the center.
Acknowledged. You may proceed with the recalibration.
Before we do that, we seen that's Solara felt buoyed by Carter's optimism during the whole walk. She always kind of has that expression. This don't look good at all. Okay, what the hell do I need? Please tell me you don't do it. Calibration today.
Getting recalibration.
Two nodes to create. What help if I knew exactly where they were? Oh. What if I just say no? Cool. Oh, cool. Maybe up here. No.
Looks good. That wasn't so hard.
Speak for yourself. It's all a little tricky. I don't think red's a good color.
Commander Westbrook, right? Chief Science Officer.
You remember my name and my rank. Impressive.
Oh, great. Tito, so that's happy.
Yes, I'm the Chief Science Officer. And I have the dubious honor of being the most senior officer on this bridge. At least I know this ship inside and out. Better than just about anyone.
What a very impressive list of credentials.
This is a research and discovery ship, first and foremost. Now with a former tactical officer as its new first officer. I'm curious though, a Kobliad, or half in your case, is an odd choice for first officer, given your vulnerable condition and all.
Let me get in the way you want from all of
As
this.
an example, we found ourselves in a hostile
Xenophobic
situation, and you were suddenly
attitude right there.
and infusion. What happened then? We'd leave Captain Solano without an XO. Granted, that would be a worst-case scenario, but not outside the realm of possibility.
In my entire career, it's never been an issue, or caused the slightest problem. And I don't expect this to be any different.
I was just curious, that's all.
It's kind of
Listen, can I be
interesting attitude for a Starfleet officer to have toward another species
My
like that.
predecessor was one of the best first officers in all of Starfleet. His record was impeccable and his reputation was without equal. I mean no disrespect, but the shoes you're stepping into are almost impossible to fill. He was loved by the crew, and he was one of my closest friends. So I can only hope that you'll live up to expectations.
I don't think I could ever replace Commander Sutherland. And it would be a mistake to even try.
Seeing as Captain Solano is on the starbase, let me give you an update on this ion storm we're flying into. It's unusual, unlike anything I've ever seen. At the moment, I can't tell you if the Resolute will shrug it off or if we're putting ourselves at risk. However, if we learn more about its patterns, its nature, we can come up with a scientific countermeasure. Just a moment.
I think this is good.
You've got a massive energy wave inbound on screen.
Tracing its trajectory. Starbase docking clamps are holding. The storm's emissions are fluctuating, coming in waves. And if my projections are right, we're about to get hit by a wideband burst of
You know, those are crewmen.
I'm reading power abnormalities all over the ship. Estimated time to impact.
Red alert!
Aye.
We got a couple officers, well, a couple crew, man. That's it. On the coal.
Putting sensor visualization on screen. With the structural integrity field shut down, we can't take a direct hit. Time to impact. 1 minute.
Shield systems are severely impacted. We have limited protection. I need every available solution. What are our options?
We can weaken the impact of the storm with a deflector pulse.
There's a better way.
I'm sending all auxiliary power to the deflector dish.
Send the aux power to the shields. We can't reactivate the entire shield bubble, but it's a directional threat. So we can orient all we have towards the wave. You have to believe me.
We only get one shot at this. We can't afford to get it wrong.
That's right, which is why we need to send power to our shields. Resurgence, get those shields up.
They both lost them.
Stand by.
Oh,
I need a headache.
trophy.
We've only got one shot. Understood. On my command.
Commander Westbrook couldn't help but notice Jara's professionalism and diplomatic acumen when they first met on the bridge. Despite his efforts to provoke her, he was disappointed she chose not to heed his recommendation to use the deflector pulse. Well, play for a second time I would. And Lieutenant Bedrosian was thrilled Jara followed her advice and chose to raise the shields.
Heading locked. Raise shields.
This is it!
All hands, brace for impact.
Yeah, I'm worried about Neely, was it? And Carter. This can't be good for them. There's a little fluctuation there on the warp core too.
Oh, you don't say! This radiation supercharged the plasma, forcing it to backflush through the system and creating a dangerous imbalance. Tell us what you need. I need you to traverse the hull to the access port to recalibrate the port-in-the-cell plasma regulator.
That's a long journey from where I finished it on. Ooh, not good. No, it just wasn't so long.
Understood. Do you see the override for the level 1 failsafe circuits?
I'm sure I will.
Affirmative. Engage the override. It should allow us to stop the EPS flow to the warp engine without triggering an automatic core shutdown. Failsafe override engaged. Are you sure? I am registering some crosstalk in the bypass circuit.
We need to route the signals so they don't interfere with each other.
Okay, so... got data splitter.
Yes, Resolute. The failsafe is temporarily disabled. Moving on to the EPS regulator.
Heads up, Carter.
What is that?
What if this discharge is coalesced?
It's coming right toward us. I'm gonna try to disrupt it with my phaser.
So we gotta unplug the pylon. Not that this is really an up, but, you know.
We're also on a time. good.
Yeah. So took most of it. Just snuck up on me.
Damage complete. Down to 60%. We're almost in the race.
Good. No! One more and I'm dead. I'm confused.
I get hit again.
Oh, I guess we made it.
We're at the regulator. Opening the access panel.
Now halting the EPS flow to the port nacelle. We have little time before it causes an overload in the engine. You must work efficiently.
Just resent to neutral.
Growl.
EPS lines to the port warp engine are back in balance. Almost done. Once I cycle the manifold nozzles,
That don't sound right. Joker, ik kom dus naar Hermons.
We've got a lot of debris coming down. All vibrations, too. We can't finish the EPS regulation in these conditions. Please advise.
We have to release the ship from that other docking clamp or the hull will be ripped apart.
There's a problem. The clamps are supposed to disengage automatically in an emergency, but it's not working.
Not working? What are our options?
The docking clamps are fitted with exploding bolts for an emergency release.
We've got crew out there. That'd be like setting off a bomb next to them.
Maybe there's another way.
Starbase is hailing us. Put him through.
Resolute, the remaining mooring arm is failing. You need to disengage from the starbase now. The damage to the station will be catastrophic.
We have crew outside and are looking for
We have people on this station. If that mooring arm breaks, we could lose dozens of crew.
Commander, hear me out. Reverse the polarity of the hull, which theoretically will repel the docking clamps.
And repel the engineering crew right off the hull into the storm. This is Captain Solano. Put me on screen.
Go ahead. Captain, we have a situation.
Commander, what are you doing? Blow the bolts on the docking clamp.
The captain doesn't know the whole story.
I'm giving you an order. Jara?
All due respect, sir, it's a more complex situation than when you did.
Jara, I need you to do the right thing. We can't have this go sideways before we even leave for the mission.
The captain made himself quite clear. They're gonna get hammered with debris out there. Reverse the polarity.
There is protocol.
And our lives. Starbase, stand. We're gonna flip whole polarity.
Captain didn't let that here show up though, but I gotta do what I best for the crew. I ain't Colonel Todd from Ballister.
Acting Captain Jara Rydek. Be advised, we are going to reverse whole polarity to free us from the remaining docking clamp. Tether yourself and deactivate your boots on my mark.
Understood.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark!
Grab my hand!
Make it
I
us.
got you.
Thank you.
Who's got you?
Balance is reaching critical condition. We are moments from primary system.
I know he don't like that, but I have to stand by the crew, man. It's all they don't like me already. So let's see. Captain was furious. Shara defied his orders and did not blow the boats on docking clamps as he instructed her to do. She fought highly Jar's efforts. Okay, Lieutenant admired Jar's instincts to protect the crew and Starbase ordered her to disengage the docking clamps, and she fought highly of Jar's efforts to explain the complexity of the situation to Captain Solano. And she was relieved when Jar defied Captain Solano's orders and made her own command decision in the moment. Commander Westbrook respected Jar's inclination to protect the crew and Starbase ordered her to disengage the docking clamps, and he applauds Jar's efforts to explain the complexity of the situation to Captain Solano. Ultimately, he was thankful when Jar defied Captain Solano's orders and made her own command decision. Okay. Irma was glad Jar's funded was to protect the crew and Starbase ordered her to disengage Jar, and he appreciated Jar's efforts to explain the complexity of the situation to Captain Solano. Commander Irma respected Jar's rational approach when she defied Captain Solano's orders and refused to put the crew and the whole at risk. And then, of course, Lieutenant Shobak, Commander Shobak, did not approve of Jar's unwillingness to follow protocol where she defied Captain Solano's order to blow the boats from the dock. Ooh. One out of the bunch, so that wasn't too bad. I really think about it. No, two if you count the captain, but it all comes up. That don't look good. Ow.
I got you. Enzolar's hurting my conscious. I'm gonna have to go back to the airlock.
Mr. Diaz, the situation has changed. You are at risk of triggering a substantial electromagnetic arc to approach the main hull waiting aid.
Commander, the way we came is the nearest airlock.
There's an auxiliary hatch near you on the far end of the pylon. You must bring Miss Enzolar there to access the interior.
Okay.
Right in there. Going there now. I'm at the auxiliary hatch.
You go first. What? Let me save your neck this time. No time fighting on this. Get in there.
Not on your way.
Let's not let him do that.
You're hurt. Get in there. Give them the troll stronger. Ow! That hurt. Let's go leave him alone. Wait, what was gonna shoot her? No, me. Jump head. Okay, we got something from That's all I was grateful when Carter put her safe to have his own out in the hole. She's like, thank you. Hmm?
We made it.
They're safe. Bringing the Sith fully online.
Do it.
Structural integrity field. Okay, just save. I think that'd be a good spot to stop. So mash like button, subscribe, leave those comments. See you next time for more Star Trek Resurgence for the PS4. Until then, live long and prosper.